Tantor here, following up with my recap on Atlanta United's really good, exciting 3-2 win over DC United. It was a really good game to watch. DC with their high press, which is our weakness, handling the high press. So it was a very good contrasting styles there. When DC gets beat with that high press, they just foul. They did accumulate 4 yellow cards on the game. They probably should have got another 4 with all the pull downs that they had there, but we managed to come away with the victory there at the end. We'll get right into our stats. We had 61% possession for the total of the game. We had 14 shots on goal. We had just 8 fouls as opposed to 22 for DC United, so they really came out and fouled us. We did have 2 yellow cards. Franco and Araujo had yellow cards. Interestingly enough, Robinson and Araujo didn't start the game, which is kind of strange, but I guess he was resting them. So Campbell and Rossetto got the start in their place. Araujo came on about the 55th minute and really changed the game. And the guy's just, he's worth the price of admission there with what he can do on the pitch, just making DC United defenders look stupid. And he does quite regularly do that. But we got on the board at first with Barco on a direct kick in the upper 90s there in the 18th minute. Barco was on because he followed that right up with an assist to Joseph Martinez with them hooking up, and it was a pretty much perfection on how you play a give and go. So that was fantastic. You know, Bello's got to get his head up and pass to Joseph a little bit more because he's just not being able to finish up. But again, at the end of the game, what tended to be the game winner was Moreno dribbles through the entire DC defense, just an amazing fashion, getting fouled constantly there that the ref wasn't calling anything. And he puts the ball across the box to Bello just standing there and taps it in, and that ended up being the game winner. So Bello ends up being the hero on that one. Guzan, you know, I'm not a big fan. He did have 8 turnovers there in the game, but he had, by my number, 5 saves. But 3 of them were tremendous. And both goals from DC were one-timers off set pieces where the ball bounces out a little bit above the top of the box and DC just put them down. And there's nothing he could do on either one of them. But I thought Guzan had a fantastic game where he just made a couple of brilliant saves, managed the game, cut off all those crosses by Gressel. That's what we're missing, Gressel. Gressel was tremendous for DC. You really can't play much better than Gressel. He was putting the ball in the box consistently and just being dangerous the entire game. Look, we won this game against a good team that was above us in the standings. Now they're behind us. We're now up to 36 points in 4th place in the East. And, hey, we're not too far behind 2nd place. We're never going to catch 1st place, but we're not going to catch New England. No way. But we could pass Orlando because Orlando's on a slide right now, and we've got a chance to catch them before the end of it. So we're a very dangerous team right now. Our next match is against Philadelphia. We'll see you then. This was a fantastic effort. Let's keep it up, Atlanta United.